Test clean before we pay. My name is Chase Smith, and I'm doing my persuasive speech on how it should be mandatory to pass a drug test before you receive financial aid such as food stamps, unemployment, any kind of government assistance in the form of money or food. Welfare is defined, if you look on the Tennessee.gov website where everyone currently goes to get their unemployment, it is defined as assistance in the form of money or food. Government assistance is a good thing because it helps people who does not make enough money to provide for themselves, or more importantly their families, or is just unable to work, period. But the problem with that is some people abuse the system. I think we all know of someone that has drawn money or some kind of welfare from the government that didn't have any business drawing it in the first place. The frustration behind this is that all of you, like me, are college students currently working jobs making minimum wage at places like McDonald's, Hardee's, any kind of fast food place, or even places like Walmart, that now, like, just to get a job there, it is mandatory to pass a drug test before they'll even take your application seriously. The criteria that must be met by the people trying to receive financial government assistance is that they must have a physical or mental disability that prevents them from working full-time or part-time jobs making enough money for them to make their own living needs. And the change in the criteria is that for them to draw government assistance, they don't actually have to pass a drug test. They can just start drawing money. And if you're drawing unemployment, you can actually draw unemployment in the state of Tennessee without even meeting a person face to face. The government assistance in the form of welfare or food stamps comes from our tax dollars that we on the workforce pay in every year, whereas unemployment is funded by the unemployment insurance that all of our employers have to pay in. So when they're paying in a bunch of insurance on people drawing unemployment off of them, it could cause our wages to be cut, or it could cause less people to be able to work for that company because they have so much money going out just to pay unemployment. According to the TennesseeForward.com, Tennessee is currently ranked number 7 highest in the nation as far as unemployment goes, and that is just unemployment. That is not welfare, food stamps, or anything else. And as of March of this year, the website stated that the overall picture is that there is almost 5 million Americans in our country right now drawing unemployment alone. To clarify, we should help to those people who need help, because one day we might be the person on the other end of the stick that is trying to draw unemployment or welfare. But even though it's a good thing to give these people the financial aid that they are receiving, they should also adhere to the same criteria as us on the workforce. If we have to pass a drug test just to work at a job, they should have to pass a drug test just to draw money from the government. And how it would help. It would help by our tax dollars would go to being spent on things that it needs to be spent on, instead of just people mooching off the government and receiving free money. Diana Wagner published an article last month stating that the state of Georgia has just passed a law starting in July of this year that it is mandatory for everyone receiving welfare or unemployment that they have to pass a drug test to continue drawing their financial aid. And the state of Georgia alone is saying that 7% of the people currently drawing welfare and unemployment is going to drop out and stop receiving the welfare and unemployment because they're not going to be able to pass a drug test, or they're going to have severe alcohol problems. So just the state of Georgia alone is stating that they have a large number of recipients right now on unemployment and welfare spending our tax dollars on things that is not actually meeting their needs of life, such as food or whatever to provide for their families. They're spending it on their bad habits. And to wrap everything up, we should help the people that are in need, because like I said, one day we might be on the other end of the stick and we need to draw unemployment or welfare ourselves. But even us drawing welfare, we should all think that it's okay for us to take a drug test to receive welfare just like it is everyone else. And that it would also show everyone, us as Americans, where our country stands on drug use.